Hello, my name is Diana and you're watching It's About Time Now. Alright, in this video we're going to show you the recipe we have for our rub and what we're going to cook on our Blue Mountain Grill. I would like to welcome you to the channel and say thank you for watching. If you're new here, we want you to go ahead and subscribe so you can become a part of our growing community.
Welcome back, guys. It's Brad from It's About Time Now. We're going to continue our series on low sodium cooking. And one of the things that I have found is that commercial rubs that you buy in the store are just loaded with salt, and therefore I can't use them. So I experimented, found recipes on the internet, modified them, made them fit, and developed a rub of my own. And this rub I use majority on pork, such as ribs or pork tenderloins, but you could use it on beef, I'm sure, just as well. But anyway, I thought I'd show you how to make that. It's actually probably spices you already have in the cabinet anyway. So come on along and I'll show you how I make my low sodium rub. So the base of this rub is brown sugar. And normally I would use dark brown sugar, but I couldn't find any, so we're using light brown sugar. Honestly, I don't think it makes a difference. I've done it both ways. And I'm gonna put the recipe for this down below anyway, but we're gonna use 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. All right. After that, we're gonna add, and I wanna double check myself, 2 tablespoons of chili powder. Next, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of paprika. And these measurements don't have to be exact. Once again, this is your rub, you're making it. There's no test at the end or anything. All right, so then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of onion powder. We're gonna add is 2 teaspoons of black pepper. And you can use, if you want to, you can use white pepper as well. This is a bit of a, this rub has a bit of a kick to it. Teaspoons of dry mustard. And 2 teaspoons of ground cumin. And pretty much that's it. I've got 2 ingredients left. 1 tablespoon of celery seed. Once again, these don't have to be exact. I'm just gonna work with what I've got here. And then you can add cayenne pepper if you want to kick it up a notch a little further. I find that it's too hot for me, so I'm just gonna add about 1/4 teaspoon of it, and we'll call that good. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is mix this together. And believe it or not, this is it, it's ready. All right, well, I didn't have anything interesting in the refrigerator, so I went up to the store and decided that I hadn't made any ribs on the smoker in a while, so why shouldn't we? So that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna make some, I think these are St. Louis cut pork ribs, and we'll do these on my smoker out back. Should be pretty phenomenal. I have done them before. I haven't done them in quite some time, but they're always good. All right, if you haven't cooked ribs before, either let your butcher do it or make sure that the membrane has been removed from the back of the rib. It will interfere with your ability to cook if you don't. Basically, I like to be really liberal with my rub. And obviously, you need to do both sides because both sides of the meat are going to be eaten. So we just kind of throw the rub on there and literally rub it in. This is a really nice sweet rub with a little bit of a kick to it, and I really enjoy it. It took quite a while to find one that was tasty without salt in it. And of course, hey, if you don't have to be salt restricted, you can add salt to this. I just can't add salt to it. So that's why we're doing this way. All right, pork ribs, and we're gonna seal them up in some aluminum foil and let them kind of just get happy overnight. And tomorrow we'll go into the smoking process. Okay, so we're going to take our remaining rub that we've made, and we're just going to put this into an airtight container. We'll put it up in the spice cabinet. We might use it to make a pork tenderloin or pork chops or more ribs or who knows what. It'll keep for months like this. All right, so it's the next day, and we're going to smoke these ribs using what you'd find it on the internet, what we call a 2-1-1. 2 hours under smoke by themselves. 1 hour I'm going to put them in aluminum foil, and then the last hour I'll take them back out of the aluminum foil and let them just really get tender. So let's take a look at how they look now that they've marinated overnight. Oh yeah, they're beautiful. Look at that. There's the other set. Perfect. All right, there you go. Now remember, if you're looking, you're not cooking. So we're going to leave these alone for 2 hours. So it's been about 2 hours. And so we're going to take the ribs and we're going to place them in aluminum foil for the next hour. Whew, boy, they look nice. All right. Good. Just scoot it. There we go. All right. This is apple juice. I always like to just kind of spray them down in here with some apple juice. Kind of sweetens them up a bit because we don't do our ribs wet like most people. This would be the time, if you were going to do that you would do it though. If you like your ribs wet, this would be when you would sauce them. All right, awesome. I go. Ooh, that's hot. Okay. Hour 3, and on hour 3 we take them out of the aluminum foil and we put them back on the rack by themselves for their final hour. Haha, I am gifted. That's enough.
Woohoo! So now what?
So now we're going to let them rest about 20 minutes, and then we'll cut them up. All right, our ribs are rested. It's time to cut them up and have some dinner. Once again, well, I don't know how to cook for 2 people, so we'll be eating these for a couple of days as well, as with most recipes that we make. Oh yeah.
All right, I would go ahead and rate this recipe a 5 out of 5 for its simplicity and its tastiness. If you tried this recipe or have a recipe of your own, go ahead and let us know in the comments. And remember, it's about time now because tomorrow is not guaranteed.